Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. I'm back in the kitchen, back in the saddle. Welcome. Cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. I'm Mama Lisa. I wanted to show the hashtag Cutting Up crew by request how to put up peaches for the season. Our season is here in our North Carolina, South Carolina areas where peaches are plentiful right now. So I have peaches and I'm going to show you two different ways to put them up. It might take a little bit, but it's worth the watch if you want to put peaches up and do it successfully, okay? So I am cutting peaches up here because this is how I normally put them up. If I have space in my freezer, you have to think about all those factors. I put mine in my freezer and then I put them on a cookie sheet after I put them in the bags and labeled the bags. I put them on a cookie sheet and stick them in the freezer and let them freeze like that so they're flat, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But I have a lot of questions about this from the cooking vlog, and people say all the time, how do you put your peaches up without them turning brown? Okay, so here's how I do it. I'm a 30-year veteran of a farmer's wife. Anyway, I try to work quickly as possible, and I will peel, wash first, peel the peach, and then I will cut every bit of this meat off that I can, the meat of the peach, okay? And then some of them will be like this, and they look moldy, right? So some people would throw this whole peach away. I don't do that. I go right through the middle of it and cut that top part off, okay? And then I go on about my business peeling this peach. And then I freeze mine with sugar on them because I know when I get these things out of the freezer that I'm either gonna make one of two things for my family, and that's peach cobbler because they love that, or I'm gonna make peach ice cream because they love that. Now, you don't have to put sugar on your peaches if you want to freeze them and do it successfully, but I've always been told for years, you know, fruit fresh or lemon juice and those kind of tips. But honest to goodness, I have never put lemon juice in mine, and once they come out of the freezer, they look as good as the time they went in. Anyway, I wouldn't tell you a story about that, okay? I'm waiting for the other peaches that are in my Dutch oven to show y'all how to put them up, to can them if you want to can them. And I'm pretty sure that's how my granny did it. She had to can them because way back when they didn't have freezer space. I don't even know if Granny had a deep freezer till I don't know, when her kids were growing up. I bet she didn't. Let me give my hands a wash. Anyway, I have a lot of people that ask me this all the time. I'm gonna cover these just for a moment, and I'm gonna set them over here, and I'm gonna keep my knife with me because I've got to get these peaches off the burner. Yeah, oh, let me get this one. Anyway, listen, this cooking vlog is not like any other as far as real time. There's my timer. Everything's done in real time because I only show literally what I'm doing for my own family. And there's a lot of curiosity about how to put things up, and I'm visual, so I have to see it. I put these in boiling water, okay? And I'm gonna pour it off. You're just gonna have to trust me on that because I'm a one-woman operation. I'm gonna pour it off, all the hot water, slowly but surely. And then I have my other side of my sink, and again, you're just gonna have to trust me, full of ice water. And I'm gonna dump those peaches that I just cooked in the boiling water into the ice water for just a minute. I'm gonna cut these burners off. I like to do my canning in the mornings or late at night because it gets too hot in my kitchen. And that's just a personal preference. I have also made, I don't mean to turn my back on you, but you gotta, pretend that you're really here. Anyway, I have also put in 8 cups of water out of the tap, 2 cups of sugar, white granulated sugar, and I'm making a simple syrup. So I've already done that. I'm gonna heat it back up though, okay? Because I wanna put all this stuff in as hot as I can get it, because I'm gonna turn it upside down and use that as my, method of seal. It's a shortcut. My brain taught to me. Anyway, I think people have a better understanding if they see it, and they also believe me better if they see it, that I'm not just running my mouth. Anyway, let's take these, no, let's not do that, not yet. Let me peel these suckers, and let me get a couple jars out of my dishwasher. Thank God for a dishwasher, right? Okay, now my glasses are gonna be fogged up. But I always run my jars through a normal cycle in my dishwasher. Okay, because I know that works to get them clean and sterilized. Let me turn this off or it's gonna, modern technology is gonna beep and beep and beep. So hold on just a minute. I know, I warned y'all this was a long one. Okay, there we go. Okay, because honestly, any type of canning is such a good reward when you have all your stuff out and you can pull it out and give it to somebody, or you can put them up and fix for your family. And now I have hidden my funnel things from myself, so just give me a minute. Shocker. Okay, I just had them. This is definitely keeping it real, y'all. But I got to have those funnels. Oh, are they in the dishwasher too? Oh yeah. Okay, sorry. Listen, people don't watch my vlog for, those quick, zippy type recipes because sometimes I can't do those if you really want to see how to go from start to finish on one of these processes, okay? So I apologize, but that's the way it is. Okay, now I'm going to cut the peaches now that they're cool enough to handle. I'm going to peel them. Am I in? I don't even know if I'm in the camera. Anyway, I'm going to peel them. And like I said, 30 years of experience, I just work kind of fast, and that sometimes means that I don't peel them just exactly right, but I'd rather have fresh peaches that don't brown and leave a little meat on there when I peel it as to not have them at all. And I mean, you can slice them pretty and everything if you want to. That don't bother me because I know that they're gonna go in a cobbler, a pie, or ice cream. So, and nobody cares around here, around our farm, whether the peaches look pretty. They just don't. It's all men besides me, and they don't care about that. They care if it tastes good. That's what they care about. So anyway, I'm gonna show you start to finish with one jar. And maybe that will help y'all out. My kitchen, it's my sanctuary this time of year. And I guess it's a good thing that I enjoy it. Anyway, you might as well enjoy it, right? If you want to put stuff up. I ain't gonna lie about it, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But there's so many people these days that are eating healthier without preservatives, and they wanna know how to put stuff up. And listen, don't just listen to me, cross-check it, with YouTube or Google or whatever, because this is just Lisa's method that has been tried and true for 30 years. But if you don't trust yourself, as far as this is my first time canning, by all means go by, you know, the directions of the company that you're using, like Mason or Ball, B-A-L-L, Ball. They have lots of information on the internet about canning and freezing and all that stuff, so that you don't get a disease or a sickness or whatever. But honestly, this is how I've done it, 30 years. And I've maybe had a couple jars here or there that don't properly seal. And I know it pretty quickly because it smells bad in my pantry where I store mine, okay? So anyway, I'm almost done with one jar. I'm gonna get my simple syrup. And I have actually frozen peaches, like Georgia Belle peaches that are really sweet. I've frozen those with the skin on them. And we've eaten them like that. That's personal preference, totally personal preference. So please don't go and say Lisa said, because that's personal preference, okay? Anyway, all right, let me just show y'all, start to finish on this one. Let me give my hands a wash and a dry. I feel like Howard Cosell a little bit commentating, but I don't have a choice because I can't move that camera around and do this at the same time. I just can't. Okay, 2 cups of water, 2 cups of white granulated sugar. They're in here. Let me get a ladle. I am going to, let me get this to where y'all can see because that's the important thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ladle into this jar with my funnel really hot simple syrup, which again was 8 cups of water, 2 cups of sugar. Bring it to a boil and stir it. And that is ready. And then I boil my lids and use my little magnet thingy to get those lids out because they're hot. Let me set it back down. Anyway, I had some screw top lids. Oh, there they are. Sorry. Let me grab a lid. And this is how you can can your peaches on your own. And I will leave that like that for about 15 minutes. And then I'll turn it upright. Sometimes it pops in my hand. And other times I have to wait and listen for the pop. If the pop doesn't happen in my kitchen, I will then simply put them in a water bath and boil them on the stove. But I don't even want to get into that because people are, you know, you got to follow what makes you comfortable. But anyway, that's how I'm doing my peaches, y'all. And I've had a great success with them not being brown all these years. Now I have me a lemon right here in case I feel like I need it. But anyway, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real, putting up peaches.